Hi guys, thank you for checking out my channel Grown Kiddin. Today I'm going to show you some footage that I captured playing in the For Honor beta. Now, first and foremost, this is a great game. This is so fun. Now, I've got a match against Spitzkop of Barry. Probably not saying that correctly at all. If you are watching, dude, great match. Or girl. Girls can be dudes. But either way, great match. We had some amazing matches. Now, sadly, I didn't capture our most exciting battle, and that was the battle before this one. We was really on edge, really trying to feel each other out, and it was great, and that's what I really like about this game. It's, in many ways, the game I've always wanted. In terms of, I've always wanted a game where it felt like you couldn't survive a thousand attacks. It felt very real, very gritty. Now, obviously, you're not going to go down in a single slash of somebody's sword, but, you know, you might as well. I mean, it's very brutal. It's essentially a PvP Dark Souls in many ways. They're very brutal. You really need to be on your toes. Now, even things like the interface you're seeing now. My character is TragicFantasy. I'm on the left with an emblem I made myself in-game, which is quite cool, beneath me. On the right, you have, I'm going to say Spitz, just to keep it simple. On the right, you've got Spitz. Excuse me. Now, this is where the fight begins, and it's really exciting. Starting screen, both characters leap towards each other just to make it cool. So, each battle, you'll see the scene is set. It's going to show both characters. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Obviously, we've already had one battle, or one round of battles, so we felt each other out a bit. So I'm getting a bit brave here. And I'm going to show you some of the tactics in the game, or some of my tactics. Now, the character I'm using is called the Peacekeeper. Now, this character is quite swift. She wields two weapons, one sword and one dagger. Now, everything is about dodging, countering, blocking, and you've got a brief window to block an attack. By doing that, well, to do that, should I say, you need to hold the right analog stick in the right position to block the incoming attack, and that's what makes it really cool. Do you dodge? Do you block? Do you try to get around? And that's exactly what is going on here. Now look at that, that's a really big menacing attack. Simply dodge out of the way. Dodge out of the way of that attack, wait for your opening. And that's what's great. Now, I've whittled his health down a bit. I'm going to see if I can go in for the kill. Not that easy. He parries me off. So I decide, you know what? Let me get back. Let me fall back a little bit. I'm not I'm not getting him down. Nice headbutt. Nice big opening. Now, if he got me with that attack, it would have been brutal. I think what I like about this, I do love that attack. What I like about this is I feel it really captures battle. Even a very big enemy, like the guy I'm facing, is seeking refuge behind their shield and falling back at moments where it, well, isn't wise to attack, and I really like that. I like that feeling in the game. You do feel like you are in a war, you feel like you are at battle. And it's not a game where you're just going to run in, do a few combos and win. Unless the person you're playing against has no idea how to play the game, but usually it's quite tactical, it's quite skillful. You're going to feel someone out. You're really going to, you know, plan out your attack. Now, another thing you can do in the game is throw someone off the edge. Now, I don't know if I do that here. I can't actually remember. No, I don't. So that's my character's throw attack. Now, you can throw someone off a ledge, and if the ledge is high enough, it will kill that character. That is one way to end the battle very quickly. Now, I can imagine there's a lot of people out there not liking that mechanic. Really disliking it, in fact, and perhaps even thinking that it ruins the game. And to a degree, I do get why they would think that, because a lot of matches can be ended really quick by simply throwing someone off the edge. I was not expecting that attack. I was not expecting that at all. He came down, raining justice from the heavens, and that was too much for me. I didn't see it coming. And there you go, it's all about the upper hand. And also I think it's good to put on YouTube, not just a montage of you defeating people, because that's not realistic. So you guys need to see me getting my ass whooped, which you have. But as I was saying, you can throw people off the edge. And while some people might see that as a bit of a cop-out, I actually really like that mechanic. Why? Well, one, it's fun. And two, it reinforces the fact that this is a battle. People will play dirty. It's all about looking at your opportunity. Now, if I was in a life or death fight, please believe me when I say I would try and end it as soon as possible. If I was fighting someone on the sidewalk, on the pavement, and I thought this fight could cost me my life, I'd probably try and push them into traffic or something very psychotic like that. And I get in this game why it's a thing to throw someone off the edge. You know, you want to end the battle quickly. You want to live to see the next fight, and that is the feeling I get from this game. It's very gritty. You're living on the edge. Every blow matters. Every parry matters. Every dodge matters. And it is really just a lot of fun. It really is. So back to the fight. As you can see, it's getting intense. It was really intense holding that pad, trying to focus. This was a really good player. Or we're both really good players, which is why we have good matches. Or we're both terrible players. Either way, I think we're matched in terms of skill level, or at least matched to a degree where we can both enjoy the fight. And I always think that's quite important. You don't want someone to greatly out-level you, although it can be entertaining to watch, so to speak. So this is best out of 5. Now this is the 4th round. I've won 1 match. My opponent's won 2. Sorry, Spitz has won 2. Now, obviously, we're going to try and see who can win this. Now, bear in mind, if Spitz wins this match, it's over. It's all over. That's all they wrote. If I win this match, then it brings us back to an even playing field. So it's best out of 5, and I quite like that dynamic. I think it's a lot nicer than best out of 3, and it really gives you time to feel out your opponent and you know, see if you want another match with them, so to speak. Now, I don't know all the moves of my character, and this is me still really getting to grips with the game, so to speak. So please don't think this is all you can do. Your combat can be a lot more fluent, you can be a lot better, you can pull off a lot more interesting techniques. I'm assuming on both parts, for both Spitz's character and mine, but this was day 1 of the beta, so it was very, very new to both of us. Now, I'm trying to lean Spitz towards the edge. At this point, I didn't know that you can throw in a direction and push the character in a different direction when you throw them off the edge. So I felt that I had to be right in front of Spitz, and that Spitz had to be right in front of the ledge I was trying to push him over. And if I had known otherwise, maybe I could have got better footing. Like I said, you can throw people off the edge, and that is actually part of my playstyle. And while I don't mean to be cheap, my favourite character is the one I'm using. Now, my character is a little weak on the armor side. Her blows aren't as powerful, which is why I had to use agility. So because of that, my playstyle is chip damage when and where I can, try to attack in flurries, as I'm doing right now, and when it's available, knock someone off the edge, because I need a quick win, because I know I can't take a lot of damage. So you do really have to think what type of character you have, as with, I suppose, any fighting game. And that's how I play it. So I'm more of a cheeky, well, I'm a git, basically. Looking for the right opportunities to take down a powerful opponent, which is just really cool. I mean, I'm really loving this game. Down to the combat, which obviously you're looking at on screen now. That was a brutal attack, Spitz. That was horrible. That wasn't nice, buddy. Damn. I love even watching this back now and narrating it for you. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so now and then you can actually execute an enemy. I'm still unsure of what leads that to happen, but I've been prompted once or twice to execute an enemy. Long story very short, this game plays like team battles, if you wish. You can do a 4-on-4, you can revive fallen enemies, but they won't respawn, they'll only revive in the standard deathmatch mode. What's interesting is if you execute the enemy by decapitation or severely wounded them when prompted to, they can't be revived because they're dead. They're not down, they're dead. And once again, that feeds into this brutality and this need to be cautious in everything you do. Now, I'm trying to lure Spitz to the edge right now. Like I said, it is part of my strategy to play the edge game, especially with this weaker character. Why don't I choose a different character? Because I like this character. This is a fun character. I wasn't expecting to like this character so much, but I really did. Really took to this character. So, we've got a bit of non-verbal banter between us at this point. We taunt a lot. We was having quite good gaming chemistry, so to speak. So we're going to taunt a lot during matches and egg the other character on. Ego boost ourselves to get ready for the fight. So you saw Spitz doing that a little bit before, which is really cool. Things like the emotes don't just feel thrown in. It feels like a warrior is literally calling you out to battle. So that's another nice thing about it. I can't actually remember who wins this match. Might be Spitz, because I don't think I'm going to get the edge knockoff. Oh, yep. Does he have it? Does he have it? Oh, maybe. Do I get for edge knockoff? And we will never know because it cut out. Yeah, sorry. So I was recording everything in 10-minute clips. Honestly, I can't remember who won. And at this point, do you know what? It's not even important. What is important is this is a very, very entertaining game. It's something I'd recommend for someone looking for maybe a grittier game where you have a bit more weight to your blows and your attacks feel more vital. It's not a game where you're going to shake off damage. So if you want something a bit more gritty, arguably a bit more realistic, while still feeling very fresh and very different to many of the games you would have played before, I definitely recommend it. The beta's great. I've got another video up on my channel of me unboxing the collector's edition, the first collector's edition I've ever owned. So please do check that out if you liked this video. And guys, I will see you on the battlefield. As always, stay winning, stay kidding, and let me introduce you to the motto. I'm a big kid today, and I will be a big kid tomorrow. Peace out.